Hi, so this 1 hectare plant that you're seeing now contains almost more than a week old Super Napier or Pakchong cuttings. So let me show you the whole 1 hectare plant. Okay, now this is how the Super Napier looks like when it has just when it's more than a week old, almost 2 week old. So let's take a closer look. And by the way, this is not a newly planted Super Napier. What you're seeing now are the regrowths of our Super Napiers. So meaning to say, we already harvested some a few weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago, and they have just sprouted, for almost 2 weeks already. Okay, so now in front of me is another plantation of Super Napier. The one you see over there are more than a month old Super Napier. So follow me. So what you're seeing behind me is a 3 hectares of land full of more than a month old Super Napier cuttings. So let's take a look at the near end of this plantation. By the way, let me show you the height of the Super Napier once it's more than a month old. About 1 week and one month and 1 week old. So this is how it. So this is its height. It's more than, for sure, this is more than 6 feet because I'm just 5'7". So this is about more than 6 feet already. Okay? At 1 month and 1 week old. After 4 more months, then we can already harvest them for some cuttings. But if you're going to feed them to livestock, these ones can already be fed after how many more days? After 2 more weeks, roughly 2 more weeks, we can harvest them to be fed to ruminants, small and large ruminants like cows, sheep, goats, and carabaos or buffaloes. This is approximately 1.3 hectares of land with Super Napier or Pakchong cuttings, and I'd like to give you a wider look of how a Super Napier or Pakchong plantation looks like. Let's take a wider look now. Okay, so what I'm holding right now is just one of the many stalks that have been harvested by our workers today. What I'm holding right now is approximately about, I think this is about a 15 foot Napier stalk, and from this stalk alone, you can get about, so let's do an approximate estimation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So okay, so you can get about up to 7 1-foot Napier stalks from this full stalk alone. And when you plant a 1-foot Napier stalk or Napier cutting, you will have, let's count the number of stalks that you can get when you plant a 1-foot cutting. So let's take a closer look right now. So let's count. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So those 14 stalks all just came from a 1-foot Napier cutting that was planted about 5 months ago. So after 5 months, you can already harvest your Super Napier to get some cuttings. So that's the minimum, about 5 months. Okay? So if you have about 14 stalks from that 1-foot cutting that was planted about 5 months ago, then it's safe to say that from this group of stalks alone, you can get as much as, how many? About 80 to 90 cuttings per group of stalks from that 1-foot Napier cutting. So all in all, we have more or less 20 hectares of land full of Super Napier. So I've just shown you some of them so that you can get an idea of how a Super Napier looks like when it's more than one month old, when it's more than 1 week old, when it's about 5 months old. This has been JC de Guzman of Alpha Agventure Farms.